Yes. I am sorry for missing out. Had to take a phone call. So yeah, practice at the moment with Oscar leading. Yeah, you never know with these guys, you know, if they run high fuel, if they're sandbagging, whatever they're doing. I'm very sorry, but I'll have to take another phone call. So I'll be back in 3-4 minutes. Also getting that toe from Vyacheslav. But 8,000s of Jack Smith at the moment. His job is at the moment 1/10 up on his current lap, half a tenth at the moment. He made a mistake during that corner. Well, we'll see. I mean, we'll see what the pace of everyone is in quali. As we said before, some people might be holding off. This is where he will gain some time. Made a mistake on his last lap. And he does so 2/10 up at the moment. Let's see if the last corner goes well. It's the apex, beautiful. Gain some more time there, and he goes second fastest, 3/10 off Oscar at the moment. These two guys are really pushing it. I mean, in the championship, at the moment, the gap is 3 points with Oscar being in the lead. So it's basically a straight shootout until the end of the season. Yeah, I mean, also he has been in Trout League for a while, and he's been dominating basically for a long while. Even in the back when we were racing the F3s in the main series, he was basically what he won. He only did 5 races, and he was in championship contention. Only lost out by 1 point, so that was quite, you know, he came in with a bang, and he probably wants to go out with one as well. And also, basically, at the moment, he's the defending champion, right? Having won Exos, which was the previous car in the second series. So he just, if he goes out, he probably wants to go out as a champion. But yeah, qualifying starting, everyone just going out at the same time. Only 7 minutes of quad. Oh, there's contact. There's contact. I think Job hit someone. I don't know who that is. Also, a lot of rumors about Martin Van Tieland. He's is not really known who will be racing for next season, or where as well, what series. Rumors are that he's might be looking at a hybrid season for next season, next year. love how he's just inch perfect, using every bit of the track. On entry, he was just clipping the grass almost. Especially I love how clean he is. Just one steering movement to execute every corner. No oversteer, no understeer, nothing. Inch perfect. And as we go, yeah, good lap, very good lap. And he might even better that time. At the moment, he's the first sector, half a tenth up on his own provisional pole position time. Still going faster, 1/10 up now. Through the old hairpin, he basically corrected his mistake from the old lap. Again, hitting the apex, which he didn't do the lap before. Almost 3/10 up as we go on the back straight before the chicane. This chicane is where you can gain a lot of time by mounting the curves. Oscar has just gotten provisional pole by half a second. I mean, that was a really good lap. I wonder if anyone can beat it. 1:18.8. Yeah. He's really pushing it. He wants this pole. Oh, Arthur just takes it by 0.07. Yeah, Arthur Nieminen. Oh, he shows up for me. He's first by 700s. 1:18.787. Oh yeah, they might use that. Although the slipstream in this car is not that powerful, so yeah, he just beat Niemanen's time. He's 1.5 tenths faster than him. Sorry if he's not showing up for you, but on my... Well, it's weird because it's on the Seto Corsa HUD, so that means it will count. So towards the actual position, the actual grid. Job is also on a quick lap. He might be challenging for pole. Yeah, I think if he gets the last corner right, he might have pole. Jap does it. Jap is 2.5 tenths faster than Oscar. Yeah, that's Potapenko behind him. So he's not backing out of it though. Does he still have? He doesn't have time to do another one. Yeah. Oscar is still on his lap. Oscar is still on his lap, and he's currently half a tenth up. So in the last sector, he might 2 tenths. Yeah, he does. He does. Let's see. I mean, if these last two corners aren't the best sort of in the world, he probably won't get. Oh, wait, he's 1/10 up on his personal best. He just needs another tenth in the last corner if he can get it. Oof. It's close. It's very close, but it's not enough. It's very close between these two, the championship rivals. What will happen in the race? What will happen? That's a question. I mean, it can go either way. Probably a three-way, even four-way fight. Maybe Jack Smith can get in there if these guys hold each other up too much. But by the looks of things, sorry to cut you off. It's Jap in first, Oscar Williams in second, Arthur Nieminen in third, Jack Smith is fourth, Martin is in fifth, Clive Melbourne sixth, Sammy Salem, good qualifying for him in seventh, eighth for Colonel Blimp. I think that's his first race and he's already in the top 10, so that's good. Nico Anders is in ninth, Alex Cochrane is in 10th. Then we have in 11th place DJB, 12th Richard Tippett, 13th Potapenko, and that's the whole grid basically. I'm sorry to cut you off again, but Carlisk has just messaged me telling me that you have no sound. You should turn up your mic. They can only hear me. Yeah, I guess.
Thanks, Carlisk. So, once again, I forgot to turn the sound on. Too tired, man. Today was a long day at work.
Yeah. Work on a Sunday is not really the best thing to do, is it?
Yeah, I know. I don't know, I'm not focusing at the moment. I'm trying to get into the groove of things, but my mind's a bit elsewhere. So, we're back. Well, lights out, away we go. Let's start from Yap.
Yeah. R2 is looking up the inside of Oscar. Can he do it? Also Jack Smith in fourth, very close to second and third place. Jap just pulling away a bit at the moment.
Quickly jump to the pits so I don't kill anyone. Oscar right on his tail.
Yeah, top 3 are really close. Top 4 in fact. Oscar will go for a move, I'm sure. And he does. He's pulling out. Oh. And this is Arthur's chance. Can he do a double? They're going 3 wide. 4 wide. No.
Oh, there's contact between the teammates. It's not what they wanted.
Not at all.
As R2 gets past.
Now if Oscar has damage... Oh, Oscar's sliding all over the place. He might have gotten damage from that. This is not really good for his championship. Top 3 is still within 1 second, so let's see what pace they can show up.
As Alex Cochran makes a move on Anders.
I think there's going to be a move for the lead. Nieminen is really close to Jap at the moment. But Jap just gets a better exit.
MVTL lining up a move on Jack as well. And it's back and forth between Cochran and Anders at the moment.
Sammy is reporting issues with VR. I just had some information from the pit wall. Thank you, Kalisk. So he might be out of this race. Yeah, he's in the pits. He's going out again.
R2 sets the fastest lap of the race so far, as both Yap and Nieminen go wide out of turn 1.
Yeah, they're really close. They're last time they crossed the finish line, they were 3/10 apart. They're pushing. They're basically doing quali laps every lap. Oh, he's really close to Jap now. Might be looking at a move on the next straight. He falls back at the moment. Oscar is right on R2's tail. The top 3 are just inseparable at the moment after 2 laps.
I mean, I want to watch the rest of the race. You know, I admit that there's a lot of stuff going on in the midfield, but you don't want to risk missing out on what could potentially be.
He goes for a move. I'm sorry. He went for a move on Jap. Nieminen went for it, but I don't know. I think the best idea for them might just be to settle down, stop going for moves like this one, for example, from Nieminen, and just follow closely until there's a certain overtaking chance. Otherwise, they're not gonna get past.
But as I was mentioning, you know, these guys, it could be a championship win right here in this race.
All 3 of them are in contention. Nieminen is a bit far away because he's missed basically 2 races, but yeah, all 3 of them can win this championship.
It's not over till it's over, as they say.
Exactly.
But there's no real gaps forming at the moment. I mean, the biggest gap is between 5th and 6th.
Yeah, top 5 are within a straight, and you know, if these guys continue to battle like they did before and hold each other up, 4th place might be catching up. As you can see, Jack Smith is much closer than he was the lap before. So we might have a 4-way fight for this.
Colonel Blimp goes onto the grass to overtake Potapenko as Jack Smith sets the fastest lap, 1:19.1. It's a good move from Colonel Blimp.
Top 5 now within 3 seconds. It's very close at the top.
Yeah.
top 3 within 9 tenths, so it kind of shows just how hungry all 3 of them are to win this race, win this championship.
Yep, doing everything right at the moment, just doing his own thing really. Not really having to defend.
I think he's pulled a bit of a lead. Oh, Oscar goes for a dive.
Oh, there's contact!
Crash. That's a big one. That was a big, hefty contact. They must have damage from that. As
and there's another
again. And now Jack Smith is sizing up a move on. Who's that? I don't know what order they're.
Melbourne. Clive Melbourne is just DNF'd.
And this just allowed Job now to pull away. This is not what Oscar wants. It's really not.
Well, good thing is that there's 2 races, so even if he doesn't get what he wants in this race, he still has a chance to make up for it in the next one.
Definitely, but he needs to lose as few points to Job as possible. Right now he's on the tail of R2. He's going out the outside in the chicane. That's not really an overtaking spot. He's still staying close with him. Can he do it into the hairpin this time? R2 defends really harshly. These two have made contact before twice.
It's back and forth between these guys, and Jack Smith is just catching up here.
Oh, they're really close. They're really close. I mean, to quote Martin Bronder, you could put a cigarette paper in between them.
Yap crosses the line with the fastest time of 1:19 flat.
Yeah, I think at the moment he's comfortable. He really.
DJB's just gone off trying to overtake Tippett and Colonel Blimp. That's not what we wanted to see for the Octan lad.
Oh, someone's off. Someone's off. Who's that? I think that was
Jack Smith.
Oh no, that was oh,
Neiman,
he's off as well.
Neiman clips the gravel pit and just loses a bit of acceleration and gives a position to Oscar.
Can he come back though? He'll get the slipstream now. He might be able to do it into the hairpin if he keeps close through the chicane.
Oscar just needs to just get his foot down now, get his head down.
Oh my god, that's really not.
And MVTL just gets a bit of oversteer coming out of the Melbourne hairpin. And Jack Smith says, yeah, I'll have that, and makes the position back. R2 right on the tail.
Oh man, I I can't watch this. The front wing every time in the braking zone of R2 is just under the rear wing of Oscar. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh god, Oscar goes off.
No.
Carrying way too much speed through the old hairpin.
Job extends this gap even more with that. Now order is Job first, R2 Neiman in second, Oscar Wilson in third, Jack Smith fourth, and Martin in fifth. Then there's a really big gap to sixth place at the moment. I think it's 16 seconds between Martin and Alex Cochrane. So basically, this top 5 is they're on their own.
Nico Anders eyeing up the back of Colonel Blimp. Goes for a move into the hairpin. Gets it done.
Good move.
but gifts the position back to Oscar. No, Oscar, sorry, Alex. Bit too much throttle out of the hairpin, and it's back and forth between these two. As one car goes wide, as the other follows suit in the next corner.
Apparently Oscar has took the time to write something in the chat. He's
You probably noticed you said Wilson instead of Williams, and wanted to correct you.
Sorry. Just I'm so excited.
He's actually up on his time at the moment, so even though he's finding time to chat, still finding time in the corners as well. Bit of clean air maybe, not having to defend.
Back. Oh, he goes for a move. On R2 that is.
R2 leaves him enough space and a bit
And
oversteer.
big moment of oversteer there on the exit. Still side by side. Oh, he moves under braking, does R2. That's yeah. I think the stewards will have some work tonight.
Yeah, just between these two.
Again, writes in the chat. A. He didn't like that move. Didn't like that move from R2.
Oscar needs to focus more on the race than chatting as we head into the last 7.5 minutes of the race.
Mike might not be doing it intentionally though. It happens to me sometimes. You know, P-Tracker can act up on you sometimes. R2 gets a bad exit. Oscar is weaving. He's not very happy. I think he's getting frustrated. He needs to keep his cool though. Getting angry when you're following a car is not really the best thing. It might end up in a crash. Could lose more positions.
I think he needs to just accept that he might not get first position and focus on getting second. But R2 is not going to let that be an easy task for him.
No, he's been defending really hard and quite on the limit of what's legal. I wouldn't say anything was illegal yet, but you know it's on the limit. It's on the limit definitely. I think at the moment Jap will get away with this because there's 6 minutes to go. Gap is 3.6 seconds. He doesn't need to push. He just basically needs to pump in consistent lap times, and he'll have this. Considering these two guys behind him might still battle, as we see Oscar another moment of oversteer. He needs to really focus, drive perfectly. At the moment the gap between him and Nieminen is forming.
That might just be a hint. That might just be a hint that his tires are going off, though, to be honest. I mean, he's had a few moments to justify that thought.
I don't know, the tires in this car, and they're quite strong. They can do a lot of laps, so I would doubt it. I would doubt its tire wear. It's just the throttle in the F3 car is very sensitive. You have to be very clean.
You're right, but I mean the tire wear is set at 200%.
Yeah, true. Okay, that's a factor as well.
R2 sets the fastest lap of 118.8 as Colonel Blimp goes for a move on Alex through the hairpin, but has to back out and gets a lot of oversteer accelerating out. So a lot of people struggling with that hairpin.
It's tricky, it's tricky. So at the moment, 6th place is Nico Anders. He's forming a gap to Cochrane, Alex.
21 seconds off 5th though. Let's see how strong the top 5 are.
Yeah, they're in the league of their own, basically.
I was thinking the exact same words.
We've seen this in the other series as well, and just over the season, it's the gap between the front runners in the midfield is very substantial. But you need to take into account these guys. They have done 200, I think R2 did 260 laps of practice. So if you take that fact in, you know, you can understand why the gap is so big to the other guys. Top 3 is starting to spread out. Nieminen is catching Jap, but I don't know if Jap is going 100%. He doesn't need to. It's only 3 minutes to go. So with a 3-second gap, so there's no way if Jap doesn't make a mistake, there's no way R2 can catch up. R2 goes on the grass a bit. Might have lost some time there. Oscar needs to basically turn the wick up a bit if he still wants that second place.
It will definitely help his chances a lot going into the second race. Obviously, in the second race, the top 10 grid is reversed, so Oscar will start ahead of Yap and R2.
At the moment, it would be Richard Tippett in on pole for the second race if the order stays like this. Oscar has made some time up on R2, so we might see a final battle. If he keeps this pace up, we might see a final lap battle between the two. Seven tenths between them at the moment. He really needs to do something magical if he wants that second place.
Richard Tippett looking to get past DJB with 1 minute and 50 seconds to go, right on his tail, getting the slipstream, heading into turn 1.
Oh, that's close. That's close.
Colonel Blimp,
Still,
200ths of a second behind. 2/10, sorry. Need to work on my maths. He gains a lot of speed through the S's. Probably get this move done.
yeah, outside.
Was there contact there?
Yeah, on the exit a bit.
I think
they scrubbed.
I don't know. I think they kept it clean. It looked like there was, but Colonel Blimp gets the move done.
Very nice.
But can he keep the position for the last lap? That is the question.
Yes.
No, it looks like the top 3 will be the finishing in that position, to be honest.
Yeah, I would think so. If none make a mistake. I think Arthur took really good care of his tires. He's probably fastest on track at the moment. Pulling away from Oscar and also catching Jap at the same time. I think Colonel Blimp might keep it for the time being. They have to do another lap though.
Do they? I don't think they do.
Yeah, because they're 50 seconds. They're quite a bit behind the leaders.
And Richard Tippett gets past DJB. But DJB's got the straight. Can he make the most of the slipstream?
It's too far away.
DJB will start on pole if that's the case though.
Yeah, that will be good for Octan. Maybe he can score some solid points.
Oscar Williams closing the gap, but it's not enough.
Job goes through the final corner. He wins race 1 in Donington. Good job. Dominant drive.
Yeah, pretty much ran away with that one.
Led from start to finish. He's doing... Will he do a few donuts? Nah.
Let's save that for the next race.
Race 2. Pretty action-packed race so far.
Especially between the second and third. I mean, it looked like it looked like it could have been a three-way battle, but the battle for second was just too strong.
Yeah, I think R2 had the pace at the end. Had they not battled so hard, made so much contact, R2 might have had a chance at the win. R2 complaining about tire wear, but he was catching up to he was fastest on track at the end. Clive Melbourne having some connection issues. Can he? I guess he can start in the second race, right? Yeah. Will he start from pole? No. No, because he's not in the top 10. So he'll start from 13th in the second race. But yeah, this means Job is starting 10th, R2 is 9th, Oscar Williams will be 8th on the grid, Martin will be 7th, Nico Anders will be starting in 6th place, and Colin Blimp will be 3rd, I think. I'm not sure. No, 4th, 5th. I have no idea. Got a bit confused there, sorry. The gap to 6th place, that's amazing. From 1st to 6th, it's 38 seconds. But from 1st to 5th, it was 8.
Martin unable to keep up with the pack this race.
New guy calling a blimp, asking team boss R2 if he's happy with that points score. He'll surely be happy with the 7th from first race ever in Trout League for Colonel Blimp.
Yeah, not a bad show. Represented England.
Probably could have had a chance at 6th, but yeah, just was in a few battles with people, so Nico Annes managed to keep the place. So now we have DJB on pole. Trout League, no, Octan will be happy about that, sort of, anyway.
Well, we will once we see what the final result is. See how long he can hold on to first.
I mean, the starts are a bit hectic sometimes in the second race with the pace difference being very big between pole and between the top 10 in general. So it's a bit, you need a bit of a rub of the green as a front runner to, you know, how quickly can you get past people at the start. Oscar will be hoping to clear the guys as soon as possible. He's he really needs to outscore Job to keep that lead.
How long have we got left till lights out?
32 seconds, 30 seconds at the moment.
Okay.
As Colonel Lemp needs to go to the bathroom with 20 seconds till race start.
I'll let you do the honours this time.
And it's lights out, and away we go for race 2. Richard Tippett gets a good start. He's in the lead at the moment. And there's a big crash, big pile up.
Yep, you're right there. Sami Salem and Potapenko.
Kilgore is still on the grid, I think.
I am, but you know, trying to follow the race at the same time. DJB
So
hold on to first.
DJB leading, yeah. Richard Tippett in second place at the moment. Pack are really bunched up.
Oscar Williams is up to fifth at the moment.
That's very good for him. That's exactly what he needs, basically.
Yap still stuck back in 10th. In fact, he's dropped down to 11th. R2's overtaken him and up to 9th. Nico Anders is up to 8th.
As
Clive Melbourne goes off. It's all over the place at the moment. I don't know where to focus. Colonel Blimp down to 5th. Oscar Williams gets past him and up to 4th.
not yet, not yet.
It's back and forth, but I think
Fifth. The pack is so bunched up.
you're right there.
All the front runners except Oscar at pack. Except no, I'm sorry. It's Oscar, Martin, and Jack Smith are basically just a few seconds off the lead. Oh,
Bit of contact there.
that's Oscar. That's Oscar off.
Oscar's gone off.
Oh no.
You sure?
And Jop has overtaken him. Yes.
He's back on track, but yep, you're right there.
Oh,
there's
and he
contact!
crashes with
Oh
R2.
no!
This is huge for the championship.
Oh no, Oscar, please. That was it, R2.
He's got it beached.
Colonel Blimp goes off as well.
This is it. He can't do anything. He's in the pits. He's out of this race. No. This is not how we want the championship decided.
DJB holding on to first place. 17 minutes to go.
This is heartbreaking stuff for Oscar. Having to watch by the sidelines.
Just want to quickly thank Andrew and Racing for following us. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oscar Williams calls it a day. Unfortunately, like you said, heartbreaking stuff.
This is really, yeah. I don't know. I think he'll have a lot of to complain about. Artur Nieminen. They had a lot of contact in race 1. Now another big one in race 2. Yeah.
MVTL holding up Yap as he battles up against Jack Smith.
At the moment, DJB is just extending that lead. I wonder if he can hold on to it for the whole 16 minutes.
Jack being held up by Jack Smith, but manages to get past him into the hairpin. Jack Smith not going out without a fight though.
No, definitely not. He was one of the top 5 in race 1, so he's these guys are basically on very similar pace. And he goes for a move again on Jop on the outside. Can he keep it? Can he keep it? Oh, they touch. That was Jop running him a bit wide.
And this will help MVTL's chances of getting that top step on the podium.
Alex is MVTL is just overtaking Alex at the moment. He's around the outside. They touch, And we're taking Martin, Jack Smith as well. So Martin drops down to 5th place as Jack Smith and Jop are going side by side. Can Jop overtake? Oh, Martin is side by side with Jack Smith.
Oh my
As
god.
Alex is side by side with Jop.
This is great stuff. Oh my god. I don't know what to say.
Alex is in 5th, drops down to 5th.
Cars looking for gaps all over the track just to try and get past all this traffic.
Jop and someone else are side by side. This just allows DJB to stretch out that lead. This is excellent for him.
Brilliant stuff for DJB. He just needs to keep it clean.
Jop goes off. Jop has made a mistake. He will lose so many positions.
Yap just needs to realise, you know, what's happened. I don't know if he's had the news that Oscar's out.
I don't think he knows. He's going side by side with Nico Anders now. He was in 7th place just a lap ago. He's still trying a move, Nico is. He will be trying. I think it's Jack Smith in 2nd. He'll be trying to catch DJB.
Yeah, he's slowly closing the gap.
This is very good for the Octane driver. He might be within a shot of a podium at the moment, if not the win. His pace in race 1 wasn't the best as he...
4 cars side by side as they go in, and there's contact! Alex is forced off the track and big crash for him. Big crash.
Oh man, I missed that.
Yeah, it was definitely... it was 4 cars going into the S's. And unfortunately, Alex just had nowhere to go. Little tap of the wheels, and that was enough to unsettle the car. Oh, and another one off. I hear... I can just hear the
moment. I think a move for the lead is happening soon. Jack Smith has already caught up to DJB. He's only 6/10 behind. And he already tries it into the old hairpin. Can't manage it. DJB defending well. He's trying. He wants to hold on to it for as long as he can.
Yeah, well, he's got 12.5 minutes to hold on to this, so let's see how it goes, really. Yap, eyeing up Jack.
It's not gonna be easy with how fast these guys are.
Well, let's just see how it goes, because chances are Jack will be holding up Yap as Jack goes down the inside.
Crazy. That's crazy. That's not an... Oh, DJB comes back and the free wide. I can't watch this.
I try and be unbiased as possible, but when you know one of your cars...
We want the underdog to win, to do well.
And DJB spins out! No!
That's a commentator's curse. No. What did we do, Kelgo? What did we do? So it's Job in the lead once again. This will be devastating for Oscar. Watching this. Oscar, if you're watching, we're very sorry.
I don't think Oscar will be watching. I think he's gone straight to bed, if anything. I know I would be.
Yeah, I know.
Either that or to the pub. Drown the sorrows.
Well, I'm sure he'll find many of those in Ireland to sink his pain.
Is Oscar in Ireland? I don't think he is. He's Welsh. He lives in North Wales.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh yes, he is. God damn it! I'm so sorry. But yeah, I think there's a fight for 3rd place between Nico Anders and Artur Nieminen.
See that Melbourne hairpin just catches people out. People think they can just put their foot down on the accelerator. That's enough to unsettle the car. I'm heartbroken. This race, it's just I'm distraught.
And R2 has got past Nico Anders, but Nico's going back
Yeah, nice.
For a podium.
Nice battle between teammates here. Hopefully they can keep it clean.
Ooh, they touch.
I don't think they did.
And he goes past in the old hairpin. Beautiful from Nico Anders. He's really... It's not good for R2 though, who's going to be trying to profit as much from Oscar's retirement.
MVTL being held up. And there's contact.
That's... Yeah, they're both off. I hope they haven't stalled it. Yeah, they're back on track. And and R2's gone off by himself.
Oh dear.
Well, this is exactly what Jap needs. R2 complaining in the chat about Martin, but I don't know, it looked like R2 turned in a bit too early, to be honest.
It's not an overtaking corner, to be honest.
I don't know, it doesn't matter, you still have to leave space for a car.
No, I don't know, but it's not wise to go into that corner trying to overtake, especially on the inside. That curb really unsettles the car.
We'll see what the stewards think. I'm sure someone will report it, one of the two.
Running with Jack Smith at the moment, who's just 5/10 behind Yap at the moment. Very close between these two.
Might still see a battle for the lead.
Jack will hopefully be trying to make up for his teammate.
Nico Anders will... Yeah, he's in third place at the moment. He might be happy with a podium, but definitely not happy with his teammate. I think this means wherever Job finishes in the points, R2 will fall out of the championship from a mathematical standpoint, so it's over for him.
Yeah, you could argue it's probably over for the likes of Oscar as well, but as shown today, championship contender didn't finish. Could easily happen next race.
Are still there, you know, so we were discussing before the race about the drop point system, and he'll definitely be happy that it exists at the moment, because yeah, this is not going well for him. He still has a 3 points lead, had one before this race.
Jack Smith just going slightly wide.
So yeah, at the moment he has 3 DNFs, including this one. So he's still in the fight because of the drop points. It's not over, it's far from over. But the problem is the job will be coming away with a double podium for this, maybe even a double win.
You see, DNFs, he didn't compete in the first 2 races.
Well, you know, not in the first 2, in the first weekend, which means 2 races, right? Yeah.
Gap to the Yap is forming.
It is. But yeah, he'll just need to go on the attack, Oscar, for the next part of the season.
MVTL getting a bit too close to tip it. Too much acceleration out of turn 1. We'll be looking to get the move done into McLean's. Maybe not, as he has to back off. Nice acceleration out of Coppice. Plenty of slipstream down the inside. Gets the move done into the S's. Has to take bit of grass, but it's not going to slow him down too much.
Martin at the moment in 7th. That'll be one to watch. He might make some positions up. But yeah, at the moment Up is running away with this one as well. 1.3 seconds, just extending the gap very nicely. It's just so consistent. He doesn't have the fastest lap of the race, but he just keeps doing the same lap times every lap. So he just extends, even though on one lap Jack Smith might be faster.
That's all you need to do, man. That's all you need to do. Just be constantly fast.
Jack Smith has gone off. Oh, yes, I think. Wait. Has he lost a place?
No, the gap's too big.
Yeah. So Colin Blimp in 3rd, he'll be happy if he keeps it. I think Martin is within a shout of podium. How many minutes do we have left? No, definitely not. Okay.
If he gets past, Melbourne and Anders, Melbourne, who's in a really good position at the moment, I think that could be.
Martin goes for an overtake for 4th place, 5th place, that is. Nice switchback, live through the Melbourne hairpin. So Clive Melbourne gets overtaken by Martin. Doing an open overtake on Melbourne. Martin just needs to put his app down, overtake Anders as soon as possible, and then try and chase for 3rd. As Clive Melbourne comes back at him though.
These guys are nicely bunched up. And have been for quite a while, to be honest. I'm surprised that MBTL has been stuck behind them for so long.
He might have some damage from that clash with R2, even early in the race. Only 2.5 minutes to go. He'll be wanting to take care of Nico Anders as soon as possible. I think at the moment, if Colonel Blimp doesn't make a mistake, he has that podium.
That'd be a great result for him. Second race in.
Yeah, first weekend. As Clive Melbourne gets attacked by Sammy Salem on the outside. Keeps it though. Oh, Sammy comes back. Oh, and they crashed. That's a huge one.
Oh no.
That's a big one. Sammy definitely will have some damage from that.
Listen to me, Sammy.
As Martin has caught up to to Nico Anders. We might see him move into the Melbourne hairpin if he can keep close in this chicane. And he does on the outside in the braking zone. Out brakes Nico. Very hard to go on the outside there. Very bad traction, as demonstrated by Martin not being able to pull up alongside, and he does into the last corner. We're on the straight. Martin has the slipstream. He will pull out for the outside, does a fake move to the inside. Will he do a switchback? Yes, he does. Now it's just going to be a run into the old hairpin. Whoever gets there first keeps it. And Martin does. Now Nico will have the better exit out of that. Oh, and they crash. They
This
crash.
has not been MBTL's race.
That was just, yeah, he's not happy. You can see him weaving. I mean, that wasn't. I don't know. He doesn't need this. He really doesn't. He was he would be in the championship fight, but with Oscar and Arthur not finishing. But yeah, I don't know. Jack Smith in seconds. Jap has won. He'll be happy about that one, definitely.
Yeah, he's got the donuts. Yeah, that'll definitely help his championship position.
Yeah, he's way in the lead now in terms of the points, but dropped points. We have to remember dropped points. So
drop points will be playing, well, coming into play as of this race now.
yeah, they will be playing a major role in the outcome of this championship. With the amount of retirements of Oscar, I think it's gonna be Oscar and Jap. I don't think anyone else can win mathematically at this point. So
no, you're right there.
It's just gonna be the two of them. Whoever, yeah, he needs to. Oscar needs to pull something out of the bag. He needs to, if he can, almost win every race.
Well, just to put things into perspective, with this result now, Yap is now 31 points ahead.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. Probably a 30 points lead, if not more.
Yeah, 31 points.
That was painful at the end. But Colonel Blimp is very happy about his podium. Says his legs were shaking at the end. Finishes 13 points after the 13 seconds off the lead. So much smaller gap than the race before. That was an interesting weekend to watch.
Yeah, there's plenty of action. There's never a dull moment in the second series, is there?
No. I mean, especially when we have a good amount of people.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you could argue that there's a smaller attendance in the second series, but because of the F3 car, tends to be a very tight grid.
It's that. Well, it's not. If you think about it, the hybrid series, people kind of had the same gaps. It's just a hybrid. It's a much longer race. There's a lot more factors in it. This is just pure racing. It's basically just a sprint race. Whereas, in the hybrid, you have tire wear. You have on top of that you have the dirty air, which is just makes battling very hard, especially on the fast circuits. So yeah, I think this is the advantage of the F3 is just being able to follow very closely. Slipstream still being effective at the same time. It just allows a lot of overtaking.
I do once. Sorry to cut across, but I do apologise for the lack of attention to detail with tonight's stream. Unfortunately, for the first bit of for qualifying and practice, I had my microphone muted. Nothing new there, and I forgot to change it over to the correct event. So during race 2, it just said race 1.
So Nico Anders, the new JGP junior driver, gets a decent result for the first race. I'm very happy about that myself.
Oh yeah, definitely. Great results all around, to be honest. It's a shame. I mean, like, was it Melbourne? always seems to get himself into a brilliant position and then spoils it. I really want to see him come out on top, but unfortunately wasn't able to capitalise today. He was running in fifth.
DJB was painful to watch.
It was.
I mean, as an Octane fan, we need to be impartial, but I'm an Octane fan in this series.
Yeah,
A DJB fan in general, he's been doing very well in the hybrid series where I race. He's been extremely consistent to a ridiculous degree.
Unfortunately, it just wasn't his day. Oscar,
yeah,
our
he
hearts
kept
go
it
out to
like
you.
a hero though. For the first few laps, he was defending from guys that were seconds faster than him a lap, so he can be proud of first part of the race.
Yeah, definitely. Just hope his luck changes soon.
Should we see if we can get any interviews from the guys?
Yeah, if they want to share a word or two, more than welcome to.
Clive and Colonel Blimp and Viper Polo, aka Alex Cochrane, are in the chat, so maybe try and move one of them inside here, as I don't have the...
Just go ask them for me, if you could.
I will, yeah.
I'm just going to quickly try and fill out this spreadsheet while we wait.
Clive is in the waiting for an interview. He's at an...
Hello, Clive.
Good evening.
What happened, man? What happened?
Had a great qualifying. Very surprised. I was only a second off the pole position.
Yeah, you're right there. It was a good qualifying for you.
So I was happy with that. I had a good start, and then somebody decided it was a good idea to overtake me up the inside of the fast right-hander.
Yeah, man. We were just saying, you get yourself into these brilliant positions, and then just lady luck is just not on your side.
I must be the unluckiest guy on the grid.
Well, you should have seen Oscar. I mean,
oh yeah.
So and then I was okay. I was down 13th place, but I was fighting my way back. I was overtaking people. I was okay. I can get back places.
Yeah.
And then I lost my connection drop. It's the first time it's happened to me in any of these races. So.
Well, you gotta take a positives for this. Like you said, within 1.04 seconds of yap at the end of the day, that's an achievement within itself.
Yeah.
So and what? Let's have a look at this just to clarify. It was your 5th attempt. So within the dying seconds of qualifying, your heart must have been racing. And
oh yeah. It was like final lap. I knew the tires were still good. They were probably because they take a while to warm up and they try to get up to peak grip. So I went for it and just managed to nail it. Almost matched my personal best.
I mean, your team might be much closer to 6th place at the moment because Alex had a pretty good points haul, and
so it was one positive anyway.
Yeah,
you might be overtaking Mercedes if you keep up the performance.
Well, we hope to make our way up to make up a couple of positions. And the race 2 was a good start again, and then it was. I can't remember really what happened. I know I was back down the grid and I was fighting my way back, and then I realised at one stage I was in 5th place. I was following the new guy, Colonel Blimp or whatever his name is, and but I seen Martin was behind me, and I was like, but he's going to catch me. I knew he was going to pass me. He had a good little squabble for a couple of corners, and then I must have put a wheel in the dirt, I think, and just kind of lost a load of time, and that was it.
Man.
That's the way it goes. That's racing. But I'll have a look back at the replay and see if there's anything I want to report.
We did catch
We'll
that
see.
on stream as well. You know, we were as soon as we realised you were in fifth. I think that's our commentator's curse. You know, it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but onwards and upwards to the next race. A track I have to learn, so I've never raced there. So we'll see how that goes. I see there's people queuing up here to
Yeah, we
be
have
interviewed.
all.
So I'll let you get on to the next guys, and thanks again, guys.
Thanks for
We
putting on a
have
great show for us, anyway, man.
All right,
Yeah.
cheers. Good night.
Very nice to see you racing.
All right.
Always unlucky, but you
Yeah,
know,
one day,
it will turn at one point. It will
Yeah,
turn. There's no
it will
way
turn.
it's gonna keep up like this.
Yeah, I didn't have high hopes for this race, so at least I said if I was in the top 10, I'd be happy. And I think if I hadn't lost my connection in the first race, might have finished in the top 10 in both races, I'd say. So, well, okay, I'll let you get on with the other guys, and cheers again, guys. Good
Best luck in the future, man.
Next race.
night. Cheers. Okay, bye.
All right, let's get the race winner in here, and then no, let's get the runner up.
Let's get Oscar. Yes.
Oscar. What? Oh man, it hurts. It hurts.
As much watching as it did racing it.
Yeah.
Did you watch it? Did you watch the second race?
I have brought myself to it. I
No,
watched the replay of the first couple of laps.
Oh man, you will see us. We weren't really happy about what happened. At least I can speak for myself. I was really heartbroken to see that.
I've just had to go and have a cigarette, but I've calmed down now.
Yeah, man. Go on, run us through it then. I mean, run us through the first race. It was back and forth between you and R2.
Yeah, it was. I mean, lap one, I thought it was pretty close. We had a nice couple of battles before the last sector, and then I think it's the second last penultimate hairpin. I thought, I can see the inside there. I thought I'd just dive in there, and then unfortunately, I think Jack kind of nudged me a little bit, so that gave me a bit of damage. My car was just whapping about the whole time after that. No traction.
Was it? We noticed there's a lot of oversteery moments from you. Was it due to tyres, or was it just the damage to the car, or was it just wanting to keep up?
Front wing was gone.
Oh, right, there we go then.
So I was battling against that. There was loads of oversteer on corner, on entry, but it was fine. I started to manage it all right. But what are you gonna do, man? These things happen.
Yeah. Race 2.
Race 2 was absolutely devastating.
Yeah.
I had an amazing start. I thought if I can just get ahead of these three guys, I can't remember who it was battling, but was it lap 2? I'd made up a couple of positions. 3 guys battling ahead of me. I don't know whether the guy, I don't know who it was, to be fair. It was in a blue car, one of R2's teammates, I think. I don't know whether he saw me, but he pushed me off the
I
track.
think it was Nico Anders. I'm not sure. I
Yeah,
am not sure.
And then I saw Yap coming up, and I was like, oh, for God's sake. And then R2 behind him. Yap passed me, and then R2. I took the outside of like the first right-hander, but he touched my rear tyre.
Yeah, he was on the inside. It was.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke about it afterwards. I left him enough room, I think. I think he agrees. It was just one of those things. And then my car was beached after that, so I thought, wow, great.
I mean, like you said, you had a brilliant start. I mean, like Yap and everyone was just held up by the midfield, whereas you just made it away. And we thought it was going to be back and forth. A
little bit more heartbreaking.
Yeah, definitely.
We were saying in the commentary like, if you can get past, the top 3, you'll be really taking advantage of this, because Jap was still and R2 as well. They were still getting held up and battling. Yeah, still. There were a few places behind. I think at the point where you had to crash, Jap was 7th and R2 was 8th or something of that kind. So there were a few places behind.
But yes, what's disappointing is I am. These things happen, and I think this time it's happened to me properly in this league. So
definitely don't get discouraged, because you have to drop points. So you're still very close.
31 points to be exact.
Well, yes, but this DNF will get dropped basically.
Yeah. I mean, obviously drop. This is just the overall points. Drop points doesn't really come into. Well, it comes into it now, and I need to set everything up. But anyway, like
even if I am close on technicalities, fair play to Yap. Quick as hell.
Yeah,
well today.
he literally did everything that was required of him, and like Maxie said, don't get discouraged. You never know what might happen in the next race, so you just got to go in with the best mentality ever, and just be on your A game, really.
As we said before the race, you just need to outscore him as much as you can if you want to. Yeah, get the championship.
Yeah, it's nice you guys humouring me, but I think it's gone.
It's not over until the fat lady sings.
Yeah, it's really not. No. Because of the drop points, I'm telling you, it's really not over. Because it's the same as in the hybrid. If gap to second is 54 points, but the guy hasn't raced 2 races, so his point score will get dropped. So basically, if he wins all 3 races, if he outscores me in all 3 races, he still wins the championship. So
yeah,
you're really not out of it. You're really not. I can send you a message with the exact points gap after dropping, and you'll see you're close. It's probably, if you drop the worst results, it's probably less than 10 points.
I
Don't
think
say anything about that. No, 10 points. We'll leave it at that. That sounds good.
Yeah,
Sounds
I'm
decent.
just I want to be optimistic, but at the same time, I think looking at the spreadsheet, it is taking drop points into consideration, at least on the drivers' championship. So you are 31 points behind.
Yes, but that's because his worst.
It's like this all the time.
Yeah.
Angry
because
German.
No, because Job doesn't score any points if he doesn't better his results, because it's the last race next time.
If he doesn't score better than 4th, and let's just leave it at that. Okay, well done, Oscar.
If Oscar has a pick, do that. Okay.
Yeah, you just bring your A game to Okayama, and we'll go from there.
As always.
Yeah, man.
Nice one, man.
Thanks for doing commentating again.
No worries. Thanks for racing. And last but not least, Yap. How's it going, mate?
Thanks, mate.
Doing a bit of an Iceman impression.
Congratulations.
It was very intense.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. You pretty much had that from the start, though.
Man, such an intense race.
You did exactly
You
did exactly what was required of you. You pretty much did a Vettel in a sense.
Basically a perfect weekend, pole position, both race wins.
Yeah, you're right there. So, what have you got to say for yourself? Well, let's start off with qualifying. I mean, this is your first pole position, so that's pretty special.
Sorry, I lost you guys.
Hi. Qualifying. I mean, this is your first pole position of the season, so that's pretty special. You still there? Can you hear us, Yap?
Yeah, everything came together. I wasn't the quickest. It was obvious that Oscar and R2 were quicker, but I just kept my head down and did what I had to do, and was surprised to take pole.
Oh yeah. Well, you were 700ths of a second faster than Oscar in qualifying. That's pretty close between you two, and it's pretty. You guys have made this championship very exciting. It's a shame that Oscar had his DNF in the second race, but this definitely helps your championship chances going into the final race. think we're having a bit of an issue here with the communication.
Yeah, could be.
Yes, that's true. I feel sorry for Oscar. I saw it happen in my mirror.
All right, okay, so you actually saw it.
Yeah, there's a lot of lag. I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Give me a second. I'll just message you what I want you to say.
Yeah, thanks.
What's your experience with Okayama? Yeah, I think we're having a bit of an issue here, unfortunately.
Okay, Amma, yeah, that's funny you start about it. We did some races in SRS, and well, the pace was pretty good. I liked the track a lot, and I actually clinched the title over there.
That
Had an issue with Martijn in lap 1, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a very, very close race, and it's still not over yet. Oscar has still a lot of chance on the title, so I need to be on the top of my game.
Yeah, definitely. Any thoughts? Any final thoughts about your performance during the race? If you can hear me.
Yep. Well, yeah, I'm very happy. Hardly made any mistakes. A lot of close racing, and pole and 2 wins. I mean, I couldn't ask for more.
No, that was a brilliant performance. You well, I don't know what else to say really. It was just a brilliant performance. Race 2, you were held up by the likes of your teammate battling against Jack Smith. I mean, I think you made a move going into the Coppice corner, which is very risky, considering it's not really a corner for going two cars into. Were there any team orders, or is it fair game for MVTL to battle against you?
Yeah, there were a lot of moves, especially during race 2.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, Yap, thank you for putting on a great show for us.
Well, we spoke about it up front, but we just let everyone free to race.
Fair dues. That's probably the best way to keep it fair between drivers. But yeah, well done anyway, man. And I'm looking forward to seeing the final showdown in Okayama.
Yep.
But yeah, nice one, man. Thank you very much for joining us.
Me too. Thanks, guys. See you there.
Nice one, man. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Bit of a lag between the conversation there, but Yap, he reminds me of Mika Hakkinen. Don't know if just the way he's humble. He's humble, but he's quite enjoyable to talk to at the same time. Not that humble people aren't enjoyable to talk to, but just yeah, he just seems like a very nice guy all around and fast. But what are your final thoughts for this weekend, Max?
Well, that was definitely a topsy-turvy one, especially for Oscar, especially for the championship fight. R2 basically out of it. Oscar chances slimming.
Yeah, definitely. But you gotta stay optimistic for him. That's all he has really, is optimism. That and great speed. I don't doubt that. He was just held up by the likes of R2, and it's a shame that it was him that spun out. Not saying that I'd want anyone else to spin out, but
Yeah.
you want that championship battle to go on, to the wire, down to the wire.
You do. I mean, it's still going down to the wire, even though it's 31 points because of the drop points. Basically, with his DNF now, he has 3 non-scoring races, which means almost definitely one of the 2 races in Okayama will fully count towards his points, whereas Jap can only extend it by bettering his previous results.
Yeah, you're right there.
So Oscar is not that far off. It's not over. If Oscar has a weekend like Jap just had, he can be champion. So it'll be a straight fight. I would think. I would hope.
Yeah, definitely. Can go either way still. Let's hope it's an exciting one like it was this weekend. Because race 2, man, race 2. Like I love the reversed grid order because, well, at least
it throws a spanner in the works.
They were struggling to get past the midfield. They were really putting their elbows out that race.
Yeah, I don't know who clashed with whom exactly. For all the front runners, I know MVTL and was it R2? They clashed also Oscar and R2. But the first clash Oscar had, I don't know who it was with. He's saying it was a blue car, so might have been R2's teammate, which could cause some controversy.
Could be your teammate.
No, because my car is lime green.
Oh, I don't have the latest livery pack. I do apologize. So yeah, it was just a blue car for me. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Then again, I mean, you haven't really updated your livery, so it is a fucking mishmash.
It's still the season 1. It's the championship winning livery.
Yeah, but it's not even aligned properly.
Well, it's a non. Maybe that's why the results aren't aligned. The championship livery being out of order. Maybe we could recreate that livery and then have another championship for JGP.
I think we're just blabbering now. I think we're gonna have to call it a day here.
That's it. Thanks for everyone watching the stream. Sorry for blabbering and cutting off Kilgo, as always.
I'm sorry for not even having my microphone on again.
So people didn't hear the cutting off half of it.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Carlos, for pointing this out. Anyway, appreciate everyone for tuning in and watching this brilliant races. And hopefully you can join us again in Okayama on, what date is it? 23rd the 9th, it says on here, which is in 2 weeks' time, where round 8, the final showdown, we'll see who will take the championship. And
yes,
we will be racing in the hybrid series on the 15th, this Saturday. Where are we racing, Maxi? Circuit of Americas.
Austin, Texas.
Yeah,
Circuit of the Americas.
That'll be an interesting one.
Fight there as well.
Yeah, and Only Vision will be joining us that time, this time round. So it will be a battle between the champions.
Yes, it will be. Everyone else is mathematically out of it, basically.
Yeah. You are even Hermes. You reckon?
He's over 100. Well, he's over 100 points. Maximum points that can be scored are 100 because it's 4 races, 25 points each.
You're right there. You can only deny you points.
Yes, or Only Vision.
Yeah.
He's looking strong, so we'll be waiting for that one. Until then, I've been Max Younger. you think he'll go Trout?
Yeah. Thank you very much, guys, and have a good night. We'll see you soon.